Imagine this. You're hunting for unique articles of clothing dusted with the life of an anonymous past owner. You scour every inch of the thrift store, complete with a cashier decorated with just the right amount of piercings and tattoos. This is a familiar image to today's youth.
But why? The recent rise of thrifting among teens is credited to the return of retro fashion, as well as the value that young adults place in sustainability. What is sustainability? It is the avoidance of the depletion of natural resources in order to maintain an ecological balance. By shopping secondhand, we help the earth by reusing the clothes that the previous owners don't want any longer. Those clothes go to our closets instead of the dump. When we buy less from the brands who participate in fast fashion, we create less of a demand, and then less resources are wasted. Mom jeans, oversized sweaters, layering, and more, reminiscent of the 90s, have returned with a bang. Why? In addition to sustainability, thrifting is on the rise because of the 20-year rule. These are some examples of the clothes that teens from the 90s would wear, as you'll notice that it's actually pretty similar to today. This is Urban Outfitters' website, a very popular brand with today's youth. You'll notice that they actually have a vintage section, and if you scroll down through, you'll see a lot of similar styles inspired by the 90s. Although the 90s was over 20 years ago now, the rule is still pretty relevant, and it's very helpful in explaining this return of 90s fashion. Now, let's take a look into the mind of a modern teenage thrifter.
I'm here with Sunset High senior Morgan Page. Can you speak to what inspires your style?
I just kind of dress like what is comfortable, and like sometimes on my Instagram Explore page I see like street style, and then I just wear something similar.
Thank you, that's great. What are the benefits of thrifting for you specifically?
I like that you can get cheaper clothes that look like they're not cheap.
For sure. How long have you been thrifting and why did you start?
I've probably only been thrifting for like 2 years. I don't know, that's a long time. Like 2 years. I started like before junior year, and I started because I just realized that I was dressing like everybody else and it was boring and I didn't like that, so I started thrifting so that my clothes would be different.
Very cool. So roughly what percentage of your closet is thrifted clothes?
Probably 60%.
Great. What's the general appeal, do you think?
I think people like to have like unique clothes that others don't like, and then because everyone's a teenager, like not everyone has a job, or like not everyone gets money from their parents, so it's nice to be able to like buy your own clothes and it's not too expensive.
For sure. What are a few of your favorite thrift spots?
Obviously Goodwill is good. There's a couple places on Hawthorne. I like Red Light. Sometimes it's a little expensive, but it's like good, really good quality, and it's like good thrifted clothes.
Awesome. Okay, thank you for your time.
In conclusion, teens today are raiding their parents' closets for articles of clothing from their parents' childhood. Even better than the closet, Goodwill. The brilliant thing about thrift stores is that you find clothing from every era. Thrift stores make it possible for one to build their style out of pieces from the past. While pulling clothes from the rack, you may have grabbed a pair of flared jeans evoking 70s vibes. Then, on the other hand, you are holding a tiny lace-hemmed tank top nostalgic of the 2010s. The melting pot that is a thrift store is the jackpot for teens these days, striving to create an experimental style using things that have already been done before, but in a new way, mixing pieces that would have never seen the light of day together before. Individualism is what kids are thrifting for, and thrift stores give teens the ability to truly create a look that is unique to them. Gen Z is all about standing up for the planet while standing out in a crowd.